Welcome to Essential Top 10s, we're counting down the top 10 Shudder Original Movies of 2020. Scare Me is a 2020 American comedy horror film, written, directed, and produced by Josh Rubin. It stars Aya Cash, Rubin, Rebecca Drysdale and Chris Redd. The story follows during a power outage, two strangers tell scary stories. The more Fred and Fanny commit to their tales, the more the stories come to life in their Catskills cabin. The horrors of reality manifest when Fred confronts his ultimate fear. It was released on October 1, 2020, by Shudder.
Huh.
Your power out!
Blood Quantum is a 2019 Canadian horror film, written and directed by Jeff Barnaby. The film depicts the effects of a zombie uprising on a First Nations reserve whose residents are immune to contracting the plague because of their indigenous heritage, but must still cope with the consequences of its effects on the world around them, including white refugees seeking shelter on the reserve. The film was made available for streaming on Shudder in the United States, the United Kingdom, and Ireland on April 28, 2020.
I never want to see you again!
He saw you too.
Z is a 2019 Canadian horror film, directed by Brandon Christensen and based on a script written by Christensen and Colin Minihan. The film stars Keegan Connor Tracy, Jet Klein, and Sean Rogerson. It's about a couple that is terrorized by their 8-year-old son's imaginary friend. It was released as a Shudder exclusive on May 7, 2020.
Please, I think you should go now.
여기가 물개의 둥지인 것 같습니다.
Monstrum is a 2018 South Korean period action film, directed by Hyo Jong-ho. The film was released on September 12, 2018. It was chosen to compete in the Sitges International Fantastic Film Festival, screening there on October 13. Set in 1527 during King Jeongjong's reign, where a plague is spreading in Joseon and rumors are rife that a mysterious vicious creature called Monstrum is roaming around the country. The Beach House is a 2019 American horror film, written and directed by Jeffrey A. Brown in his feature directorial debut. It stars Leanna Liberato and Nola Gross as a college-age couple who take a vacation to a beach house, where they meet an older couple and are threatened by a mysterious infection that spreads across the coast. The Beach House had its world premiere at the Strasbourg European Fantastic Film Festival in September 2019. The film was made available for streaming on Shudder on July 9, 2020.
I felt a little lightheaded before.
I feel good.
There's no use running. Your story is just beginning.
The Mortuary Collection is a 2019 American anthology horror film, written and directed by Ryan Spindell. It had its world premiere at Fantastic Fest on September 22, 2019. It's about an eccentric mortician who recounts several macabre and phantasmagorical tales that he's encountered in his distinguished career.
So these are all stories about how people died.
La Llorona, also known as The Weeping Woman, is a 2019 Guatemalan horror film directed by Jero Bustamante. It's about an aging paranoid war criminal, protected by his faithful wife, faces death while being haunted by the ghosts of his past.
Lo que se quedó atrás está atrás. Mommy, Daddy.
The Room is a 2019 thriller film directed by Christian Volkman and starring Olga Kurylenko. The film follows a young couple who discover a way to fulfill all of their material desires, but then go too far by using it to create a child. It premiered on April 15, 2019, at the Brussels International Fantastic Film Festival.
God, I need another bottle.
Anything for Jackson is a 2020 supernatural horror film, directed by Justin G. Dick and written by Keith Cooper. It debuted at the Fantasia Film Festival in September 2020, before releasing Shudder the following December. The film received positive reviews from critics. The story follows after the sudden death of their only grandson Jackson. The overly religious Audrey and Dr. Henry abduct a pregnant patient of Dr. Henry's, with the intention of performing a reverse exorcism, putting Jackson's essence inside her unborn child.
Trick or treat.
Hey, this is all you want! Not my fault, this is your fault!
Ghost is a 2020 British computer screen supernatural horror film, directed by Rob Savage and based on a script written by Savage, Gemma Hurley, and Jed Shepard. Host takes place on a screencast of a video call on Zoom and is presented as a computer screen film. It features a group of friends who attempt to escape a supernatural force inadvertently spawned during a seance.
Obviously, we're not physically together, but there's no reason why spirit can't communicate over the internet.
Nothing's gonna happen.
Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.